बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम वस्सलातु वस्सलाम अला रसूलिल करीम। इनिशियली जो हमारी प्रेजेंटेशन है बेस्ट ऑफ कॉल्स, ये दावा ट्रेनिंग जो रिसेंटली हमने अटेंड की थी लास्ट मंथ मलेशिया में, उसकी छोटी सी ओरिएंटेशन है आप सबको दिखाने के लिए कि व्हाट एक्सपीरियंसेस वी हैड देयर, किन लोगों से हमारी वहाँ मुलाकात हुई और वहाँ पे किस किस्म का इस्लामिक काम हो रहा है, तो ताकि हमें उससे एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिले और थोड़ा सा एक जोश भी मिले, जज्बा मिले कि हमें भी कुछ करना चाहिए कि वाकई हमारे इलाकों में वहाँ के लिहाज से बहुत कम काम हो रहा है। तो इट वाज अ इंटेंसिव दावा एंड एजुकेशन मास्टर क्लास, जो उसका नाम था बेस्ट ऑफ कॉल। वहाँ का एक लोकल ग्रुप था जिन्होंने ये ट्रेनिंग अटेंड कराई हुई थी, ऑर्गेनाइज कराई हुई थी। ये हमारे इंस्ट्रक्टर्स थे सिस्टर जॉन पारे अब्दुल्ला, ये वहाँ की एक लोकल स्कूल की प्रिंसिपल थी। इसके अलावा ब्रदर सैफ सुल्तान, he had his own foundation, he was CEO of a Hope Foundation from India, a very active guy and a very active worker with the refugees, with the Burma refugees, and he was arranging a lot of courses for the students there, for the kids there. And Dr. Bilal Phillips, alhamdulillah, all of us already know him. The IOU is the brainchild of him, and he was also a very humble guy, and we had chances of talking to him directly even. वहाँ पे क्योंकि इतने ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स नहीं थे ट्रेनिंग में, तो हम लोगों को काफ़ी चांस मिला उनके साथ इंटरेक्ट करने का डायरेक्ट। शेख हुसैन ही previously a Buddhist, like he's a revert, but alhamdulillah almost 40 years and he has dedicated his whole life in the field of dawah. Al Khadim, he is the founder of Al Khadim Foundation, and this is a full-time you can say a dawah work organization which is attached to a masjid there, जहाँ पे वो अपने ये दावा वर्क्स ऑलरेडी उनके अरेंज चल रहे हैं उनके। इसके अलावा शेख ब्रदर रयान फौजी अल अरब, ही इज़ ओरिजिनली सऊदी लेकिन इनकी बैकग्राउंड यूएसए से है, तो इनकी इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी है और बहुत एक्टिव है माशाल्लाह सऊदीया में। अल हिम्मा कॉलेज के नाम से एक सऊदी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वहाँ पे जद्दा में, बेसिकली जद्दा बेस्ड है ये, लेकिन उस कॉलेज की यानी इंटरनेट ऑनलाइन क्लासेस भी चलती हैं, डिफरेंट ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज दे ऑफर on dawa and different other basic akida courses. So this BOC prophetic edu dawa principle, their mission statement was that every educator is a caller to Allah and every dai is a responsible educator. This was, you can say, their mission statement, or you can say every educator should be a caller towards Allah. This was their main statement, that they were forcing this thing. First of all, dua for entering a town is, we have a very beautiful dua in the hadith as soon as we entered the beautiful city of Kuala Lumpur. If इस दुआ पे भी अगर हम फोकस करें तो माशाल्लाह बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त दुआ है। O Allah, Lord of the seven heavens and all they overshadow, Lord of the seven worlds and all they uphold, Lord of the devils and all they led astray, because He is the Lord of the devils, and Lord of the winds and all they scatter, whatever the winds scatter. And I ask you for the goodness of this town and for the goodness of its people and for the goodness it contains, and I seek refuge from you from its evil and from the evil of its people and from the evil that it contains. MashaAllah, it's a wonderful and a complete Jame dua which we should memorize, and we should study this, recite this whenever we are entering any town. Mostly it's a pictorial presentation, we don't have much literature stuff here, लेकिन ये कुछ पिक्चर्स हैं जहाँ पे हमारी ट्रेनिंग अरेंज हुई थी. It was an open university Malaysia. This is basically the training hall. It was a very beautiful place, lush greenish place also. Malaysia is a very greenish and tropical place, you can say. These are some of the guys which we met there. Alhamdulillah, they were from different parts of the world, from New Zealand, from Australia, from India. We met a lot of guys and a lot of good, you can say, dais of different parts of the world, जिनसे हमें बहुत ज़्यादा जज्बा मिला, बहुत ज़्यादा इंथुजियाज्म मिली कि वाकई दुनिया के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में ये काम हो रहा है. तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम इसको किस तरह, जहाँ हम वापस जा रहे हैं वहाँ जाके किस तरह इसको फर्दर डेवलप कर सकते हैं. This brother is from Afghanistan. His name is Abdul Rahman, and you can search him on YouTube. He is doing an excellent work. Every issue you see in the world, which is a current issue, he will make a video and upload it on the YouTube. And he's a very good guy. You can search him. It's a very He's doing an excellent job, an excellent media man. He knows everything about YouTube, how to see, how to check the videos, how are they, like which video is more trending in the world. For example, if there is a wrong trending video, he would make a video against it and then upload it. Abdul Rahman, from Afghanistan originally.
The guy down or the standing?
This one.
Okay.
Rest we had like Dr. Bilal Phillips, you already know, and this is the one. Our main course was not only focused on Dawah, it also had slight introduction to basic Aqidah, because the basic Aqidah of the Dai should be very much clear. If we don't know the basics of Tawheed, we may make a big mistake, like which was the original mission statement, that every Dai should be every caller towards Allah should be a responsible Dai. Like he should be responsible of what he is preaching. So our main basic Aqidah should be very much clear, because in Dawah the main concept is we have to bring the people towards Tawheed. If we can convince them on any other thing, or if we can convince them the pork is haram or something like this, but if their Tawheed is weak, then we have failed. So this is the main purpose, and this was also the main content of the training also, that they had a good portion of work on Tawheed, that what is the main Aqidah of Tawheed and basic stuff, plus the training also included other parts of leadership skills, how we can become a leader, how to become a good speaker. Plus there were modules for post reversion management, post reverse management, that how would you manage the post reverse. Okay, you have done your job, Alhamdulillah, a person has accepted the religion, but what is happening, and this is you can say a proof that Alhamdulillah Islam is a good spreading religion, the percentage is very strong, but unfortunately the percentage which are leaving Islam after conversion, this is also very strong, because we are not doing that much. We are just converting them. Okay, you are Islam, Alhamdulillah, now just going back to our house. So this is not the step. We have to do a very much a great study on the post management, that how we will manage the families of those people who are reverting. Sheikh Hussain, he had a good tutorial on this part, that if a person is asking you that I want to accept Islam, he wouldn't allow him to accept Islam only at that point until he meet the family of that person, because that person will go back to his family and he would clear the misconceptions of the family first, and then he would allow that person to accept Islam. So this was his whole theory, and it was a very wonderful lecture by him. This was our whole team. Alhamdulillah, you see faces from different parts of the world, and it was an excellent gathering from different, and we had a chance to take experiences from different sides of the world. This is an organization from Australian brothers. Most of them are Australian reverts, and they are doing international relief work in different parts of the world. And they were also there to meet Dr. Bilal Phillips for their organization. And Alhamdulillah, we also had a chance to propagate some of our work which we are doing here. The different Dawah activities in Sultan Qaboos Mosque. Brother Farooq is giving them the explanation. I had a chance to give the Understand Quran course introduction, and when we went there, we found that nobody knew about this course there. So because we are doing it doesn't mean that everyone knows, right? So nobody even knew about this course, that there is a course to understand the language of Quran. So this is our responsibility. Whatever we know, we have to deliver. After training tour, because it was a 5-day tour training, and the remaining 2 days were different. They showed us different organizations which are working there, and we went to different massages and different places where the Dawah activities are ongoing. So these are some slides where you will see the different aspects. This was the one. First of all, this is the first 2 pictures are from the Aris University. It was a local university which was giving totally Islamic education online, plus they were arranging classes. They were arranging at flexible hours. Okay, if you cannot join on weekdays, come on weekends. You cannot join on daytime, come in the evening time. They had classes in every interval of the day. And the guys who were giving the lectures, they were scholars from Medina University, from different parts of the world. This guy, his name is, I remember the end name, Sheikh Tariq Appleby. He's from South Africa. This Sheikh is sitting between. You can also search him on the internet. He has some videos available. So this was a very excellent experience, and they were ready to promote. They were ready to promote that they already had some branches in Turkey, and they were ready that if you are willing, we can support you in setting up this setup. So this is one of the one of our mission, inshallah, to try this in our parts of the world. The second one, it's basically a Spectrum school. It was an Islamic school, and we had a chance to go there. They were very enthusiastic guys who had arranged this school. Plus they had all the facilities, alhamdulillah, like a swimming pool and different aspects. And it was very, you can say, not a very expensive school. That anyone can arrange it. Plus, and it was a plus. You can say a 50-50 education. Both of them, they were carrying both the education, not only the Islamic education and not only the regular education of our times. This was one of the museum there, the Islamic museum. It had also a lot of information. This is one of the mosques which they built in Kuala Lumpur. It's Masjid Wilaya. They had something similar design of the Blue Mosque of Turkey, and it was this is some of the pictures of this Masjid Wilaya. They had a full-time staff which was working in the Dawah part and Masjid tour part of that mosque. You can see their timing are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. They have dedicated staff which is working in those time intervals. Plus, this mosque is not only a mosque like we see in our areas. It was a complete, you can say, a small town. कि इसके अंदर एक मैरिज ब्यूरो भी है, इसके अंदर एक मदरसा भी है, इसके अंदर एक दावा यानी मस्जिद टूर ऑर्गेनाइजर्स की पूरी एक टीम बैठी हुई है, प्लस डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स, यानी हर तरह से ये आपको सपोर्ट करेंगे. ये नहीं कि सिर्फ मस्जिद लोग नमाज पढ़ी और बाहर आ गए, बस इट्स नॉट लाइक दिस. बिल्कुल प्योर एक पूरा प्रॉपर कम्युनिटी सेंटर पूरा बना हुआ है. और दिस इज नॉट द ओनली मॉस्क देयर आर मल्टीपल मॉस्क एंड दे फॉलो द सेम पैटर्न देयर लाइक दिस. और ऑलमोस्ट इनकी यानी आप एनालिसिस अगर आप चेक करें इनका, तो दे आल्सो हैड अ डीप एनालिसिस ऑफ their visitors, like from where we are getting all the visitors. We also had this in our grand mosque. Like this is a complete trending. Like in 2016, what was the major visitors we received? China is the major visitors in top in the visitors list. Then Korea, Japan, different aspects. And this is one of the thing which they are also working on the language part. We met a team there. A person, one of the team member, he knew almost 7 languages. And he was a young guy, like even younger than me, maybe only 25 to 26 years of age. And और उन लोगों ने बकायदा classes arrange की हुई हैं कि now okay I know it, then I will teach it. So they were teaching it with their team because they are getting visitors from every part of the world, China, Japan, Europe. So they have to learn these languages. और दावा अगर आप बंदे की original language में नहीं कर रहे तो it wouldn't be that much effective. This is the thing which is also been explained in Quran, that whenever we send a messenger, we send in the local people's language. This was the main concept, that to get them the understanding. So they were very much effective and very much organized, mashallah, in the center. Also there was one other mosque, Masjid Putrajaya. It's a separate city, Putrajaya. That mosque, they also had a lot of free, and the timing was very flexible for visitors. They can come at any time within the time limits, but the time was very much flexible. And the main center was like all the information, like all the pamphlets, all the details of basic concepts of Islam, they were available in the main hall, so that nobody miss it, because everyone would come to the main hall, right? Because in our case, like in Islamic Information Center, we have this case that Islamic Information Center is a quite separate entity, so most of the guys may not go there. So everyone who is coming here in the Putrajaya Mosque, they will take something from the main hall. So this was a very good thing which we observed there. And this was one of the organizations which was majorly made by the revered Muslims. Its name is Multicultural Reverted Muslims. And the founder of this organization, he is also a revert. You can also search him. This guy is also very active in the field of dawah. His name was Brother Firdaus Wong. He is also a student of Dr. Zakir Naik. He took training from there, and he is actively working. And they are also currently launching a channel of their own, internet channel of their own, so to spread the message of Islam. So alhamdulillah, we had a wonderful experience, and at the end we also had some lovely food of the local food, alhamdulillah. So this is also one of the bookstore. They had a variety of books from Darus Salam, from Good Words. They had a variety, range of books. A very good bookstore. And at the end, this is the whole story of our lifeline. Like, we are kids, we grow up, we have our life partner, and at the end we die. But in the end, if we don't use this time, because we have to use the time from in between, we cannot have a separate life for this work of dawah. So this is also a major thing, but we have to find out the time for our main purpose of life. Jazakallah khair. And if Brother Farooq have to add something, I would love to